Ladies and gentlemen, it is our great pleasure to welcome you here this fine evening to Angela O'Neill and the Outrageous8 world premiere video release of Stardust. Since the events of 2020, Angela and the Outrageous8 have produced not one but two albums. One of those albums, aptly titled Quarantunes, was recorded completely remotely. The band recently finished recording their follow-up album, Light at the End of the Tunnel, to be released later in 2021. Stardust is one of the tunes from that album and was also recorded remotely. So without further ado, we'll switch over now to a short interview with Angela O'Neill, vocalist and band leader, and Michael Rosen, engineer, videographer and drummer for the Outrageous8. Stay tuned after the short interview for the very special world premiere and heartfelt rendition of Stardust, arranged by Rocky Davis, also the keyboard player for the Outrageous8. If you haven't already, please subscribe and follow us on social media. Links will be provided at the end of the show. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I am here with Mr. Michael Rosen. Yay, thank you for joining me, Michael.
Thank you for asking me, Angela.
Michael is one of the founding members of the Outrageous8, and we are so happy to have him here with us today because we are premiering a video that he is pretty much the mad scientist creator of. In March of, we were just talking about this, about March of 2020, the band and Michael and I started trying to figure out what we could do creatively during a complete shutdown. And we ended up kind of in social media, people are starting to do these remote recordings and kind of, you know, just hitting two rocks together. We tried to figure out how to do it and started basically, I think the process, just so the people know, Michael, is we send them the sheet music. They play a video and record either into their phone or they record audio separately, but they definitely do the video on their cell phone.
That's right. And they have the sheet music, but they're usually playing along to the keyboard player first.
Right.
We do send them one audio track and the sheet music.
Yeah. Okay.
So
that's a good point.
That's
so yeah,
so we do. Okay.
We have a click track and a keyboard track at least for people to play to.
Exactly.
And then basically Michael takes that mishmash of cell phone data and creates these incredible pieces. And they have been with great variance. I've done some, Al Timms has done a couple. It's a really amazing creative thing. And this most recent one is an arrangement by Rocky Davis entitled Stardust. And it's a beautiful song, one of my favorite songs of all time.
Classic Hoagie Carmichael, 1927.
Yes. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. It's amazing how timeless it really is.
Yeah, it's one of the ones, as they say.
It is one of the ones, yes. I don't hear it. It's funny, I heard Willie Nelson cover it the other day, which I could not believe.
There's 1,100 covers of it.
Wow. Well, now there's 1,101. But Michael, so what's your process? You get all this raw data, and I don't want to get too intricate for the people, but I think people are curious how all of this works. How does that work at your end?
I can describe it pretty briefly. So we're an 8-piece band plus singer, whoever's singing. So what I get, like you said, is each person plays their part at home in their cell phone. They send me, so I get 8 videos, each person's personal instrument of them playing, and one from you singing. I take all the 8 videos, I strip off the music, I put the music into, if you know what Pro Tools is, it's a recording studio. I take all the music, I record a master track out of everybody's parts. I have to align them all together because it's random videos. So I align them, I make a mix, I make the best stereo mix I can, and cell phones are astonishingly good quality. People would never have guessed.
Yeah.
Before the pandemic, nobody would have thought you could record on a cell phone and make virtually a record quality recording of it.
And that's important. That's an important point that you make, which is none of us had done this before. This was just a necessity being the mother of invention.
Right.
And we all learned this together. Sometimes we had to redo parts again and again, trying to figure things out.
Well, and some of the formats didn't always mix. Some cell phones were, remember in the beginning, some people had their cell phone on such low quality, we could barely use their part. We had to instruct them how to adjust their phone resolution up, resend a part. And everybody was so cooperative. Everybody loved doing it. And when you say, by the way, when you say we didn't know how to do it, this hasn't been done since the Brady Bunch.
Right.
If you can remember, the opening screen on the Brady Bunch is kind of what set the idea for this. They'd have all the little people from the family
Right.
in different boxes, and people even call these music videos for the last year and a half, people call them Brady Bunch style. People use the term.
I have not heard that.
Laughing
That's
when
funny.
I heard that.
Yeah.
And it was
Well, for
hysterical.
those of you who have not seen this, what basically we do is Michael kind of directs the video in the sense that he will cut to the what we're hearing. So first you'll kind of see me singing, and then as the band members join me in the ensemble, he kind of adds them, and they kind of, the blocks come in and out as they're added to the ensemble. It's really quite brilliant what you do, Michael. And this one we kind of had a little bit more fun with, and gave it a little bit of style, I think, that matches the style of the song.
Yeah, and it's a different direction for me. I've been on purpose, and I've done 20 videos, maybe 25 videos this year, not just for us.
Right.
And I almost always try to keep it to the band. I might go to solo somebody, I might go to just the rhythm section, just the horns.
Yeah.
But in this one, I know you had a preference sometimes to see clips and things and bring in the rest of the world, basically.
Yeah.
It's not only our little box of hibernating musicians.
Right,
So
right, exactly. So
I
this time,
appreciated that. It's different.
this time we did something a little different. We added a little flavor, a little filmmaking flavor to it.
That's right.
I hope you guys really enjoy. Michael, thank you so much for doing such a beautiful job cutting this together. I love this Hoagie Carmichael song amazingly much. The Outrageous8 sound amazing on this tune. And in case anybody wants to know, if you would like to follow the band, we're at AngelaMaeO'Neill.com. So www.AngelaMaeO'Neill.com. And all of our stuff is there on the website. You just put in your email, and then you can find out where we're going to be playing live. We have a gig coming up at Catalina on August 15th, and then we're going to be at the Tellos on Sunday for our big band brunch on August 29th, which is a 1 p.m. show on Sunday, August 29th. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is the exciting premiere of the video, produced and directed, really, by Mr. Michael Rosen. Michael, thank you for doing such a beautiful job. And off we go. Thank you so much, you guys. I hope you enjoy the video.
And now the purple dusk of twilight time steals across the meadows of my heart. High up in the sky, that little star climbs, always reminding me that we're apart. You wander down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that will not die. Love is like a stardust of yesterday, the music of the years gone by. Sometimes I wonder why I spend these lonely nights dreaming of a song. That melody haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you. When our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration, but that was long ago. Now my consolation is in the stardust of a song beside the garden wall, where stars are bright. You are in my arms. That nightingale sings her fairy tale of paradise where roses grew. Though I dream in vain, in my heart it will remain, my stardust melody, the memory of a love's refrain. Roses grew. Though I dream in vain, in my heart it will remain, my stardust melody, the memory of a love's refrain. Let me tell you about a guy I know. He's my baby and he loves me so. Every morning when the sun come up, he brings me coffee in my favorite cup. That's how I know, Lord, I know, hallelujah, I love him so. And when I'm lonely and I need a friend, I know he'll be with me until the end. Everybody asks me how I know. I know because he told me so. That's how I know, Lord, I know, hallelujah, I love him so. And when he called me on that telephone, he asked me, baby, are you all alone? I can barely count from 1 to 4, and he's there banging at my door. In the evening when the sun goes down and there ain't nobody else around, he kisses me and he holds me tight. He tells me everything gonna be alright. That's how I know, Lord, I know, hallelujah, I love him so. the phone. He asked me, baby, are you all alone? Well, I can barely count 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's there at my front door in the evening when the sun goes down and there ain't nobody else around. He kisses me and he holds me tight. He tells me everything's alright. That's how I know, Lord, I know. Hallelujah, I love him so. Hallelujah, I love him so. Hallelujah, I love him so.
We interrupt this broadcast to let you know that you can now purchase Angela O'Neill and the Outrageous8 band swag right from the Outrageous8 store. Just visit www.angelamayo'neill.com and click on Outrageous8 store.